Next, we're going to convert over the word school. How is the CH in Finnish? We can find it from the word China.
Is KI? It's becoming a K.
K, yes, just K. And we talked about this a little, but in Old Finnish, what was forbidden in the language? If we think about the first syllable.
You mean like to start with S? Or
What is an S? What is S? Is it vowel or consonant?
it's a consonant.
And what is K?
It's a consonant again.
And how many consonants do we have here? School, in the word school.
We have two consonants.
Yes.
Consecutive.
So in the Old Finnish, this was not allowed to happen. Finnish dropped the S. And we then have school. We have this O. It's written with O. And then we have the long U sound. School. What Finnish does, it takes the middle road. It takes one of both. And now we have koul. In English, the word school is school, but in Swedish, it's skola. It ends to an A. In Swedish, many words between English and Swedish are very similar, but usually there's just an additional A. And these A's, when they're converted over into Finnish, usually change to use or to its closest sound. What is its closest sound? Not U, and what is its closest sound? Not the vowel harmony group version, but what is the closest sound?
Y?
Not Y. Don't think about the vowel harmony. But if we had I had A, B, C, D, E, what is the partner of U?
An I.
Don't guess. We have it in the letter O, the name of the O, the letter. What sounds do we have there?
A U.
U. And what is the other?
O.
O. Yes. Usually these Swedish A's at the end of the word change to an O or U, O or U. And which one do you guess it is this time in the word school? We have koul and then we add O or U. So test it.
Koulu. And koulu.
Which one do you think it is?
Koulu.
Koulu, that's right. Very good. How would you say I go to school? What was the verb to go? It started with men.
Mennä.
Mennä. Very good. And how is I go?
Mennään.
Menen. But what did you do there to get the iPhone?
We double the E and add N.
What is the first step that we always do?
Removing the last syllable.
Yes. And what is the last letter that we have? Then.
Na.
Yes, N. And is N vowel or consonant?
Is consonant.
And then what does it tell us? What we must do if the remaining part ends to a consonant? We have it in I am. Olen.
We put this placeholder.
Yes.
An E.
And then this placeholder A, B, C, D, E, and then how is I go?
Menen.
Menen, yes. Very good. And we go?
Menemme.
We don't go.
Emme mene.
And we go to school.
Menemme koulu. Menemme kouluun.
Kouluun, very good. And this doesn't literally mean like I go to school in a sense that, yeah, I've been going to school for 7 years, but literally you're on your way. Somebody asks, where are you going? I'm going to school. In this sense, yes. How is where are you going? But first we have to where, and how was to China, or was into China? How did we create that?
Kiina.
Not Kiinan, but almost, very close. We had one vowel more. What is the last vowel in the word Kiina?
It's an A.
And what did we do to that? Don't try to remember it. What have we done in many cases to consonants when they're the last consonants? Or in this case to this vowel? When we converted over the word conference, we did the same thing to the S.
We turned it into I. Is it conferency?
No, but what do we do to do the S? We added the I. but there's something before it.
We doubled it.
Yes, so what do we do to the A of China to get to China or into China?
We doubled the N.
Not N,
The
but A, yes. Then we added an N. So how is into China?
Kina.
Kina. And how is into school?
Koulu.
Koulu. Now, what do you guess we do to me, M-I? To get into M-I?
Me.
Mean. It would be mean,
Yeah.
but because Finnish wants to have two syllables, it puts an H between these. This time it's not T, but H. How is the final word? It's between the eyes.
Mihin.
Mihin. But as we can see, we are going into the MI to get the word into where? Into some place. How would you say, where are you going?
Mihin sinä menet?
Yes, and how about where are you guys going?
Mihin te menette?
Mihin te menette? Very good. And now, if you want to answer that question, we are going to school.
We are going to school.
Yeah, or we go to school.
Me menemme kouluun.
Kouluun. Yes, and with this verb to go, mennä, the I form is menen. But in spoken language, you can hear the N dropping out. How is it then? Without the N. Menen.
Menee.
No, but without the N at the middle.
Aha, me.
Men. That men, mete, and so on. You can hear the N dropping. This is one of those verbs that you hear or use all the time, and we can see why it has changed a little bit. How was the word he or she?
Hän.
Han. And H told us that we can get it, that it's the human version. A very good way to remember that the word it, se, is for it, and han is for he and she, because we have the H like human. Now, to get the word te, we use this H, and our favorite vowel. What do you think is the word te? If you think about we, you guys, what vowel do we have in those?
T.
But the vowel.
The ball. Okay.
You can get it from the word we in English and then turning around then you can get the word we.
You mean the E?
Yes, E, this A, B, C, D, E. Well, how do you think is the word te?
He.
He, that's right. And in Finnish, we have two words for te. What? Let's explain this a little bit. If we think about English, we have words he, she, it. We have three words. In Finnish, we have it, se, and word hän, which is both he and she. But then, in English, when we go to te form, we have only te, and it's both it, plural, and he, she, it, plural. But in Finnish, we have one word for he and she, and then we have another word for they, meaning humans, and then we have another word meaning plural of it. The human version is he, H like human. If we take off the line from the word H, no, from the letter H, what does it remind us? What letter does the H remind us if we take off the top line?
An N.
Yes, and now you have the word for they, for objects. How is it?
Ne.
Ne. So we can get the word they by thinking if we go to the we. What was the word we?
Me.
Me. From here on, we can get the vowel. What was the vowel?
E.
Yes, this A, B, C, D, E. And then if we go to the word he or she, what was that word?
Hän.
Han, we can get the H like human. And then when we combine these, we have the word for they, human. How is that?
He.
And now if we want the object version, we take off the line. How is it for objects?
Ne.
Ne. Very good. So we can go around all the forms that we already know to get the new ones. And if you remember some form, by going around them, you can remember others as well. And also visualizing them in your head can help you a lot. If you think you have I form, and on the right side of it, you have the we form. Like I is one person and we is 2, 3, 4. So plural. Let's say It's the similar thing as 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 on left and 2 on right. Similarly, what we have under the eye, if we visualize it, what word do you think it is? The under eye.
We.
No, on the right side. We can imagine that on the right side of eye we have we. But okay, let's think what could be under we.
You.
Not you, but
They.
not they, but what is the plural of you?
Yeah, you guys.
You guys. And then we can imagine that under you guys we have the they for humans, and under that they for objects. So what do you think we would have under I?
You.
You, and under you?
They.
Not they. This
He,
is the
she.
singular.
Yeah,
He, she.
or she. Yeah.
And under that?
They.
Not they. But what is under he, she? It's the third word. He, she.
It.
It, yes. If we visualize this thing in our head, it can help us remember. Very good.